Erin Neilson is not only a busy trainer managing a stable of horses, but she also juggles the active lifestyle that comes with being a mom of 2 young boys. But we got her to take a few minutes to sit down with us for a post-time Q&A segment. How did you get into the business?
Through family, my dad, George Dennis, my grandparents, Millian and J.D. Dennis. Definitely a family thing, my Uncle Eddie Dennis. Grew up doing it and just been there ever since. I loved it. So here I am.
What's the last picture you took on your phone?
Oh my gosh. So the last photo I took is of Pokemon cards for my kids. I bought some Pokemon cards and I couldn't remember which one wanted which, so I took a picture and sent it to them.
What's a typical day like for you?
My days are pretty typical. So in the morning, get up, get the kids to school, come back, feed the horses, turn out, jog, do all that. When that's over, I do lunch and do stuff around the house, and then I go pick up the kids, dinner, tutoring, feed the horses, and get ready for bed.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten about training horses?
Probably one of the best things was there was a time where I had a really bad streak of luck. The horses weren't racing good, and I was so discouraged. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. And then another trainer was like, listen, you're gonna go through it, they're gonna come out of it, you're gonna have good and bad times, and they were right. And not too much longer after that, the horses started firing and really doing good. So now every time we have some bad luck, I just think back to that.
What's your favorite thing to spend money on?
So definitely shoes. I love shoes. And then my second favorite thing would be my kids, because I like seeing them happy.
You're not only in standardbred racing, but also thoroughbred racing. Tell us about that.
My husband and I met. He was on the thoroughbred side. He grew up in the business. His dad's been training horses his whole life. And so I kind of learned about it. I was never really too interested in it, and then we went to a yearling sale, and I ended up buying 2 yearlings, and then I just got the bug. So to watch them grow up and then see the training, and it's just such a different world.
Tell me something about yourself that people may not know.
So I'm probably an undercover nerd. I love to read. I love doing puzzles, math, science, that sort of thing. I'm just a bookworm for sure.
What's on your bucket list?
So it used to be skydiving. I used to always want to go skydiving, and then I got older. I don't know if I got smarter, but I was like, do I really want to jump out of an airplane where somebody I don't know packed a parachute? So now my bucket list is I would love to go cage diving with sharks. That's one thing I want to do. I wouldn't mind going to Rome, see the Colosseum and all that sort of stuff. I like history.
If you weren't training horses, what would you be doing?
I thought about that, and I really couldn't come up with anything. It would probably be something with animals. I don't know, maybe vet or vet tech, or I'm just really not sure. I thought about it. I did go to school for nursing, but when I got done, I went right back to the horses. It just wasn't for me, so.
If you could get in a time machine, where would you go?
So I think I would go back to the colonial times. I think the houses and everything, with the horse, who wouldn't want to ride a horse to school or something? No, I love the houses and the history and stuff, so I think maybe I would want to go back there and see what it was like living in that time.
What do you love about harness racing?
I love being with the horses. I love working with them. It's funny because I just got to the point now where I don't paddock or take. I used to always want to do the stalls, do the buckets, groom them, do everything with them because that's what actually brought me the most joy versus just jogging and training and not really doing any of the barn work. I just really liked being around them. So, and it's exciting, obviously, the races and stuff, and just seeing how the horses keep getting better and better and that sort of thing, figuring them out. I love them. I know you're not supposed to, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say some people are like, oh, they're not pets, but they definitely are for me.
What's your best life advice?
not worrying. Like I think, you know, when I have, I guess certain situations or, you know, somebody stressed out about something, I'm like, you know, it's okay, you know, things will get better. You know, think about, you know, other people and some of the things they're going through. There's always people out there that are going through something much harder than you, and just kind of be grateful.
Yes, being grateful. We love that life advice. Thank you so much, Erin, for an awesome Q&A segment.